Hello everyone, welcome back. Please comment, rate, subscribe, folks. Comment, rate, subscribe, like the videos. Also share the videos. I want to thank everyone that does like, watch, and share my videos. You folks are the absolute best. Listen, folks, there's a link tree down below. Has the links to all of my social media platforms. Please go down there. Follow me across all my social media platforms and talk to me because I'll talk back. Also down there as well as links to all of my YouTube pages. Please go down there, subscribe to all my YouTube pages, and turn on your notifications so when I post content, you folks will be in the know. Now, with that said and done and put to the side, I've come to talk to you folks today about the New York Jets' upcoming game against the Buffalo Bills. Oh yes, Monday night, lights are going to be bright, and if the Jets can get a W here, they could possibly be in the driver's seat for the AFC East. We could be #1 in the division. Okay? Hey, you know what I'm saying? It's a possibility here, so it's crazy to even be saying that, but here we are, in a position to do so with all the things in turmoil that's been happening, all the changes that's been going on. We can be, in the driver's seat in this division. It's wild. So I'm going to start at the top when I start talking. Again, comment down below, subscribe, give the video a thumbs up. Listen, coaching, okay? We know we've moved on for Robert Saleh. That's said and done. He was fired in season. Jeff Ulbrich is now the New York Jets interim head coach. And my first question for him is, will the team come out looking prepared and start fast? That is the big question here. That's the big question. Under Robert Saleh, they came out looking slow, sloppy, lethargic, like they didn't know what was going on at times. We saw that early in the season. We saw it against the Titans. We saw it against the Broncos. That cannot be something that can continuously happen, what we've seen so far. Jeff Ulbrich has got to find a way to light a fire under these players' keisters and have them coming out ready to go, just lighting everything up. Everything in front of them, they must be ready to hit and make a move on. Point blank, period. And that's going to be a big question for him, again, in his first game as the New York Jets interim head coach. Also, will he hold players accountable for the penalty issues? First off, the penalty issues must stop. You cannot continue to have those issues. We saw them under Robert Saleh. This season, just the Jets are horrific with penalties. It must stop, okay? And Ulbrich has to put a stop to that. If guys are going to constantly go out there and commit stupid penalties, then guess what? Sit them on the bench then. It's time to sit down for a couple plays until you get yourself together mentally. And I want to see what's going to happen under Ulbrich with this penalty situation. Because if you give good teams free yardage, they'll cook you at the end of the day. Also, Todd Downing. He is now our offensive play caller. Nathaniel Hackett's still on the staff. He's still here. But Todd Downing has taken over play calling duty. So here's the deal for Todd Downing. My first question is this, man. Will the offense be more creative? That was a big issue under Nathaniel Hackett, right? It looked very slow, very stagnant. Our first drive plans look like poop. Like, Todd, I need you to get it together, bruh. Dial it up. Change some tempo. Get things rolling. Also, will you utilize players better within your offensive play calling? That's another thing that Nathaniel Hackett struggled with. Often he would set up schemes, or even his play calling was not always tied to players' strengths. I've talked about this. Everywhere else in this league, right? The Chiefs, they're going to Travis Kelce. The Vikings, they're going to Justin Jefferson. The list goes on and on. Teams find a way to get their top players the ball in crunch time. And often, here with the New York Jets, it don't happen like that, dog. Under Todd Downing, that needs to change. Todd, I need to see you get the ball in the hand of our top playmakers when things are going on with your play calling. We should have plays designed for that to happen, okay? Speaking of the offense and Todd Downing, I want to talk about what's going on the offensive side of the ball. Aaron Rodgers, brother, I need you to play better than you did last week. I need you to play better, than you did against the Vikings, okay? Take care of the football, all right? We all know Aaron Rodgers has been solid this season, but I need him to take care of the football. I need him to, take the check down, okay? Far too often this season, from time to time, we've seen him go for the big play instead of just hitting the guys underneath that are open to continue to move the chains, all right? So I just need him to, kind of settle down a little bit, get back into mode, and get things rolling. Also, be ready for the blitz, baby. They saw what the Vikings did, and they saw the success that the Vikings had with the blitz. If you think the Bills aren't going to do that, you're out of your mind, okay? We all know that as Jets fans. They dial it up against us every single time. We know McDermott is going to send everything and the kitchen sink at us, so we must be prepared. This offensive line of New York Jets better be ready to protect Aaron Rodgers because, man, they have not done a good job, okay? We've seen him get depleted, smacked, spun around, knee bent all over the place. It was insane what we saw against the Vikings. This offensive line has got to step up, mainly Tyron Smith. He's been getting beat like a drum. No lie. No lie. I'm just speaking truth over here. Got to clean it up, offensive line. Let's get going. Also, offensive line, can we get some push so we can run the football effectively? All right? Speaking of running the football, let's get the ball in the hands of Breece Hall. Listen, if Breece Hall's not getting it together, if he's not running hard, then guess what? Todd Downing. Bring him out of there and put Braylon Allen in there. Let the young man run. The New York Jets have to start running the football better than we've seen in these last couple of games. It's been atrocious running the football. Let me tell you something. This front on the Bills is serious business. Russo, Jones, Ed Oliver, I believe, is out for this football game. Espinoza, if you don't get these guys blocked, they're going to smack you up. For real talk. The Jets must run the football better, okay, to kind of ease these guys and keep them honest. Garrett Wilson. Can we get the football in the hands of Garrett Wilson, please? Can we please do that? Todd Downing, draw up something. Get the ball in the hands of this young man and let him go out there and do his business. I mean, this guy's too good for us to not have consistent games where he's being able to take over and allow. I know he had, 100 yards, couple games, but we've got to continue to feed this guy, okay? Mike Williams, we also need to feed him as well. Get him some 50-50 balls. Let him jump up and get the ball and get rolling. Every single time that this guy is out there and he's fed, he makes plays. He should be way more involved in the red zone as well. I don't know why we're not doing some jump balls in the red zone for him. Why it wasn't a thing under Nathaniel Hackett, but it needs to be a thing under Todd Downing. Allen Lazard, can you catch? That's my question. Can you catch the football, bro? 4 drops? You even dropped a touchdown. That is atrocious, bro. That's atrocious. I need you to step up, man. I need you to step up. Also, I want to see our tight ends utilized more effectively against the Bills as well. Now, defensively, right? Michael Carter, our corner, he's going to be out. He's dealing with a back injury. That sucks. But, I'm thinking Eccles is probably going to fill into that role. We'll see as things goes on. But Eccles, anytime his number is called, he steps up. Also, Fotu, our defensive tackle, it looks like we're getting him back. That should help the New York Jets in the interior when it comes to the running game. Mosley might play. He's trending towards playing, okay? But we'll see because there's been no official word that he's going to play. But it's looking like he might play, so that'll be great if he does play to get him back within our linebacking core. Sherwood is also dealing with a hand injury, but he's going to be playing as well. When you look at our defense, man, we got to get after Josh Allen. We got to. We cannot let this guy sit back in the pocket and have all day to throw the ball. We know that he'll find his guy. We got to blitz him. We got to send Will McDonald at him. We got to do what it takes. Now, we have to be careful when we do these things because we know if you over pursue Josh Allen, if he sees daylight, he's going to be gone. Okay? He's going to take off running. And let me tell you something. We all know this is a big man. When he takes off running, okay, towards daylight, you better corral to the football and you better be ready to tackle. Because if you do some whiff tackling or you try to, throw your shoulder to him and blast him, he'll run right through you. I've seen him run over linebackers. I've seen him run over corners. I've seen him run over safeties. He's dusted people off because he's so big. Wrap him around the legs when you tackle him and get him down, okay? Also, listen, you get some pressure on him, we've seen turnovers happen, interceptions, strip sacks, even when he takes off with the football. If you're tackling him, you try to strip him, more than likely you're gonna strip the ball. He doesn't always secure the ball the best, especially when he's running, okay? Also, we got to be ready for the running game of the Bills. We know they're going to line up and run some power against us. They've seen other teams have success with it, and they're going to come out and do the exact same thing. Cook, their lead back, he's dealing with a toe injury. I believe he's questionable for the game. It's looking like he's not going to play to this point, okay? But they still got Johnson, and they still got Davis, 2 app backs that can still come out and handle business. And I also think they're going to try to get them, situated as well within the passing game, which is going to be another test for our linebacking core. I'm concerned about their tight ends, Kincaid and Knox. We know the New York Jets struggle to cover tight ends. We know that. It's been a long history of it. So we got to watch out for those guys as well within the passing game. Not as concerned with their wide receivers. Shakir, their top guy, is dealing with an injury as well. He's questionable for the game. But they got Keon Coleman, Mac Hollins. But I think, again, Sauce and Reed, I think, take those guys away. I'm more worried about the Bills' running game and Kincaid and Knox, their tight ends in the receiving game, than anything else, on this offense. And, of course, Josh Allen, his ability to move the chains and extend plays with his feet as well. That's pretty much what I'm concerned about. So, with all that said, I am taking the New York Jets to beat the Bills in a close game, in a very close game on Monday night. 17-14, Jets win. That's what I'm doing. 17-14, Jets win, okay, in a tight game. Comment down below. Let me know what you folks think. How do you folks feel about this upcoming game, Monday night, Jets, Bills? What are your thoughts about Jeff Albrecht? What are your thoughts about the Jets offense? Do you think Aaron Rodgers will take care of the ball more effectively? Do you think the Jets offensive line will be able to block, the blitz of the Bills? Do you think they'll be able to protect Aaron Rodgers correctly? What are your thoughts about the Jets running game? Do you think they'll get it together in this game against the Bills? What are your thoughts about the Jets defense? Do you think you'll be able to get after Josh Allen? Comment down below. Let me know what you folks think. You folks have a good one. Peace.